In this sheet, we are going to see how an index function works. Basically, index function helps a person to fetch a specific value from a given set of a table or a given set of an array. For example, in this case, we have this table or an array with certain set of values. Now suppose if I want to fetch 7 out of this whole table, how can I do that? Now this basically function helps when you have a big large data. Over here you might be thinking it is very easy to point out 7, but when you have a very large data, in that it helps to fetch a specific value using this function. So let's see how it works. Equals to index, open the bracket, in this is asked for the array, which table we have to look that specific value. I've selected this whole table. After that, it asks the row number. In this case, it is 3. Then it asks for the column number. Again, in this case, it is going to be 2. As you can see, it is 2 and this is 3. Close the bracket, press enter. So we get the value 7. Now let's see indirect function. Indirect function is basically used to figure out a reference text out of a given set of data. The indirect function returns a reference to a range. You can use this function to create a reference that won't change if row or columns are inserted in the worksheet, or use it to create a reference from letters and numbers in other cells. The syntax is indirect reference text A1. Reference text is the text describing the reference, and the A1 is optional logical argument that defines the style of the reference text. Now this we can better understand with the help of this example. Now we have this specific set of data in which we are going to use the 3 different type of indirect commands to extract the values. Let's see first indirect function over here. Equals to indirect, open the bracket, is asking for the reference text. In this case we have given I3, enter. You can see it has removed out 3 out of this whole table by using this formula. Now let's use the other part of the indirect function. Indirect reference text J and 4, that is the 4th column of J. Press enter. You see it has removed 3. Now let's use indirect and sum command together. Sum, open the bracket, indirect function, it's asking for number 1 and number 2. So first number is I5, second number is K5, close the bracket, enter. 11. So what we did was we used indirect function to remove these 3 values 1, 4 and 6, and I've done the summation of that, which gives us 11. In this way we can use this function to add the values of a big data and get the final output.